Good afternoon, everybody. This is the WooFDriver in the WooFDriver Get Up gear. We are at the 9-mile marker. Let me turn the camera around. By the way, I wear this so I can film this in 360 degrees, virtual reality. So if you ever check out the WooFDriver YouTube channel, there's about 7 or 8 of them on YouTube. You'll see them all. But it's quite an extensive camera array I put together. Creatively done, as you can see. I look a little wild out there. Here we are. And now I'm going to tell you about where we're at. Right now we're at the, officially, what says the 4-mile marker. We've run this trail in reverse. So we got in about 9 miles. The trail is actually 13 miles long, but we are only able to do 10 because the last 3 miles of the trail are closed. You can see this is Princess in her special seat. She's 15 years old, and she rides in the seat whenever she wants. She did over 3 miles today, which is really awesome. It helps her. Of course, she's got ailments from age, arthritis, stiff joints, etc. And this really helps her being able to go on the trail and do whatever mileage she wants. Again, this is what I call the dog-powered go-kart. So the dogs, you can see they're on the side. They don't have to run out in front, so they don't have to pull. They can just trot along with it. And that's why almost any dog can do it. We have a 12-pound Chinese Crested. She can do it too. So these are all custom made, all these dog-powered go-karts. There's about 10 of them in my fleet. And I travel all over the East Coast. Make sure you subscribe to WooFDriver Live here on Facebook so you can check out all the different adventures I do. This isn't the only thing we do. We run off leash. We do something called Amazing Chase, which is a form of lure coursing, which is a canine sport. So you can learn a lot about different activities to do with dogs that might appeal to different breeds, prefer different kinds of activities. Of course, activities and exercise is what all of us need, so it can really help our dogs. And I can show you different ways to motivate dogs because I've explored a lot. Huskies they love to exercise and they have an insatiable appetite for it, but you got to find out what appeals to them. Most of them won't chase a ball and bring it back to you. They're not really into fetch. So a lot of Huskies don't like to swim, so they like to run, and finding ways to get them to be able to purge their appetite, purge their power. This is one of them, running alongside a bicycle. And you don't need a bike like this. You can do it with a regular bike. These attachments are called springers. And there's a couple different versions of them on the market. But if you see that there, it's a big spring. So if I put that on a regular bike, put it under the seat, that'll keep your weight on it. It'll keep it centered. So if they lunge after a squirrel or they see something, it doesn't affect you at all. It won't pull you over. And you can actually ride 2 dogs on each side of a regular bike. Again, go to WooFDriver, W-O-O-F driver, put that in to Google, and it will bring up YouTube channels and all my different information, or go to woofdriver.com and you'll see all the different variances I've done over the years. I've attached dogs to a lot of different things. I'm going to give you a quick tour of all the dogs. Chase is the only husky I have with brown eyes right now. He's about 9.5 years old. He's tall for a husky. He looks like a wolf. He lopes when he runs because he's tall and thin. So he's giving himself a little itch there. This is the Jagster, who's actually a little short but stouty. Typical stature for a husky, but a little short for a husky. He's about 9.5 years old too. And he loves to run. He's what you call a wheel dog. He would be behind in a sled dog formation. He would be closest to the sled. And Chase would be one of my lead dogs. This is Princess. That's just a little tear staining. She runs in the dirt, so that's what's around her eye. There's nothing wrong there. It's typical, obviously, with the white dogs. These are unusual because they're white huskies, and they're woolly coats. They're long-haired coats. She rides in this special seat, and she can just join in anytime she wants. She'll let you know because she gets a little hyper in the back seat, or she can just sit in the seat and enjoy the ride, enjoy the breeze. This is Zara. See, the Springer gives him enough room so he can lay down. They're trained off leash, so technically I could leave them off leash. We have people coming, so I won't leave them off. I won't set them off leash unless I need it to, crossing different areas. If I needed to, I wear a special vest. If you go to my website, you'll see it. The vest is all custom designed that I can hook all the dogs to, and it's kind of like a body harness for people. If you have any questions, any comments, you want to get a shout out, just go ahead and leave a comment there while we're live. I'll say hey to you, and hope you're enjoying the live show here. So right now we've got about a mile left. Princess has got about 3 miles in. I'm going to put her down and let her run the last mile or trot the last mile. That gets her feeling like she did more when she can end the run without being in her special seat. She feels like she, I think there's a more satisfied feel for her. See, she's pulling a little bit. She's like, come on, Dad, let me down. But it's a really cool setup. And as you can see, I do these dog power go-karts, almost all of them. I have a couple that are single person, but almost all of them are for 2 people because we're adventuring all over the East Coast. Like I said, I never know what I'll run into, so I need a co-pilot. We've run into black bears before. We've run into porcupines. Not really run into them. We've got to see them. But, of course, the dogs are tethered to the bike, so there's no problem. But I do need some assistance sometimes. And even with the dogs, if we get into a precarious situation, you get to a real narrow part of the trail. Trails are under construction. Different areas we need to cross. And it's we never know what we're going to see on a WooFDriver Adventure. So have to have enough people to help assist. By the way, there's another person usually that trails us. He's in the support vehicle, which is the dog limousine, and that's Chris B. So he'll follow us on an app on our phone, and we have satellite communicators in case we're in the backwoods, and he'll keep track of us. So if we need assistance and to decide where we're going to meet him, we don't always know where we're going to end. It usually depends on the dogs. Have a great day, folks. Thank you. So that's where we're at right now, and we're having a great time. Temperature is about 35 degrees. You think about 35, Jim? 35 to 40. So technically anything above 0 for a husky is warm, but it's cool enough that they can get a good run in. They're not panting. We're not moving that fast. Usually when we're out here, if Princess is down, we'll average 3 to 4 miles per hour walking pace. If Princess is up in her seat, we can do 5, 6, even 7 miles per hour. And we can actually sprint up to 12 to 14 miles per hour, depending if they see wildlife, if they want to cook, whatever they want to do. This is WooFDriver, and you are live with me right now. I hope everyone has a great day. I'll try to give an update when we finish the trail, which should be in the next 15 or 20 minutes. And if you want to go back, this is our 3rd or 4th broadcast from the trail today. You can see us starting out, how we outfit the bike and set up to run, and different watering the dogs, whatever. So we do carry about 5 gallons of water with us too. So I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to me. There's a couple different groups I have out there on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. WooFDriver.com explains almost everything. Thanks again, folks, for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. This is WooFDriver signing off.